about now? How about now? 5 centimeters? 6 centimeters? How long should it be? 10 centimeters? 4. Okay. You said I mustn't eat it, so 10 centimeters.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Hola!
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey. Hey, y'all. What it do?
So, thank you for participating in this very short, very, very short podcast.
This is how we were able to get you here.
Yeah.
That we told you it's going to be very, very short.
Are you still having trouble with the centimeters?
You're convincing me, so I'm using my hands to indicate that this is going to be very short.
10 centimeters.
Shorter than the distance between my mouth and the microphone.
You look like you're trying to give a very gentle blowjob to the microphone.
That's why I'm glad that nobody can see it, because
Nobody can see us.
Don't
my
worry.
hands are very animated.
We only have a hidden camera, but that's,
Somewhere. Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's just for YouTube.
Okay, we're keeping this very short. If you lie to me, I will forgive you.
Hi to me and
Hi to
welcome
me.
to Sans Podcast.
Hi.
Season 3.
Hi,
yeah.
Nada and Stella. Thank you for having me. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy
Day.
Friday Day.
Happy
Yeah.
Friday. I'm here. I can't believe I'm actually in Croatia.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in here doing the thing that Stella had always told me about,
Yeah.
albeit online or virtually, but I'm actually physically here with you ladies and I'm doing it. I cannot believe I'm just I keep on pinching myself.
Yeah.
Because I came from so far just to say hi to people that I really do care deeply about, and it's not a lie. So don't cough. It's not an Oscar speech.
I'm just thinking, why am I coughing in the middle of the episode? But I remember that I used to go pee in the middle of the episode.
Oh,
so it's okay.
coughing
Okay,
is-
so it's that
coughing is
casual.
okay.
It's
that
casual. It's very
It's that
casual, yeah.
I thought it was
Very
she's lying. Liar. I'm not. I'm just. I can't stop pinching myself. And
where
here I
did you
am.
come from? For our listeners, for our mothers and
Ooh.
fathers who
Yeah.
are listening to
Where
us.
do you come from?
Where do you come from?
It took many routes for me to get here, but I came from Johannesburg in South Africa, and I got on a very long flight, but not directly to Croatia. And I made a couple of stops along the way, but I'm all the way from the south of the south of the south of the south.
South of the south of the south.
The south of the south of the south, and Johannesburg, the city of gold, as they call it. And I'm from one of the townships as well, called Tembisa. And it is in a province called Gauteng, and that is where all the gold mining activity used to happen.
So you're very rich.
You came with gold.
I
You
came
came with gold.
No, I actually bought some gold here in Zagreb, so
Okay.
I didn't come with my own gold. I came here to take some of your gold, and
So
I'm
bring
going
it back home.
I'm going to bring it back to the city of gold,
City of gold.
Yeah, Gauteng, Johannesburg, and that's where I'm from.
You were born in Johannesburg as well?
I was born in Johannesburg, yes. I was born in the inner city, actually. A hospital called Florence Nightingale Hospital in Hillbrow, which is a vibrant shadow of its former self. But the inner city, and I grew up in Soweto, which stands for the Southwestern Townships. And then we moved to another area and resettled in what is known as Tembisa now. It's very close to one of our biggest airports in South Africa, the OR Tambo Airport. And I think that's the biggest landmark that I can give in proximity. So if somebody wants to say to me, I'm coming to South Africa, I just say, great, I live nearby the airport.
I live nearby the airport.
Yes.
So when she says nearby, it's hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
driving.
to ask. Yeah. What does that mean? What does nearby mean?
Nearby means
You've now seen how small Zagreb is.
nearby means the same as now.
Now. What is now?
So there is level 2 now. Like, when are we doing this? We're doing this now.
No.
We're doing this now, or we're doing this now.
Now.
Or we're doing it just now.
Or just now.
So there are different constructs of time to now. And it was explained to me that could mean 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or Croatians are very direct about what that. There's no levels or nuances to the concept of now. And in the same sense, because South Africa is huge with a population of about 60, 65 million.
Wow.
Nearby can mean an hour and a half away. Yeah. It's physically big. It's spacious as well. And because of the previous segregation of apartheid and spatial planning meant that residences, suburbs, uptown, downtown, townships, the rural areas were also very widely spaced out and segregated. So the luxuries that I have here, where everything is within walking distance, or okay, take a short taxi and it's very short, even though traffic remains the bane of all of city life. You have to drive everywhere, or you need to take an Uber or a taxi. But the public transportation system in South Africa isn't that great. It could be much better in a lot of respects. Mm-hmm. But everything is spaced out. There's no, I'm just walking to the shops, unless if you're looking for really nice things, for example. But if you want to go to the corner shops, it's a bit of a drive. And not like a short walk, unless, I don't know, I've had more friends that have seen more of my neighborhood where I currently live than I have, because they're willing to walk. So I don't like to be made to walk a lot because everything is so far apart. But
was it too much? Because you walked already for 2 days.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I
I
got my steps in. So I think my medical insurance is very happy that my risk has been lowered more and more because I've been walking so much. And I do appreciate that. So when we say something in South Africa is nearby, it means that it's, you got to get in your car and go and drive. 10, 15 minutes.
Like Tureka. So
like Tureka.
Imagine that.
Imagine
like
that.
Tureka.
Something is nearby. What is great about living in South Africa?
Our people are very friendly. We just smile for no reason.
Yeah, I see.
We have absolutely nothing. There's nothing to smile about because the world is such a nonsense place right now. Yeah. But South Africans are friendly. They will just help you without even you having to ask for help. They're very friendly, and that's what I appreciate. Our optimism, despite how the economy is going and the politics are going. But we're very, very friendly. And that's one thing I do miss a little bit, even though everybody here that I've come into and have asked for help has been very friendly. They just don't smile when they're doing it.
That's true. We don't smile.
We don't
smile when they're doing it. And I misinterpreted someone not smiling, especially in the city center in Zagreb. I just thought, is everybody... Are they rude or are they just... But it's the same in other parts of Europe as well. People just... There's no reason to be smiling. So, but if you ask for help, they will give you that help. So, but we just... Hello, how are you? We genuinely ask, how are you?
Genuinely. Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of my surprises because everybody, and I mean everybody asks you, how are you? And I thought... I don't have to reply to that.
Yeah, it's just like
how are you? How do you do? How do you do? That's
how
it.
do you do?
No, then they wait for the response and then you have to reply. I'm very good, thank you. How are you? And then the whole thing has to play around. Yeah, and in Croatia, it's like hi.
Yeah, I noticed that with my taxi drivers. I mean, and they were all male, so I wouldn't know what it was like if it was a female, but I have these interactions with my taxi drivers. The first, hello, hi, how are you?
Nothing.
Good. What do you? And they just gave me this funny look, like, why are you asking me that? I'm like, but how are you? How are things doing? Are you having a good evening? Are you having a good drive? Yes. Good. But drivers, shit. And I thought, oh, okay, so, it's a weird thing for people to be asked genuinely, how are you doing? And it's a very South African thing. Hi, how are you? Good. How are you? Oh, I'm okay. And then, yes, it goes into that small banter. And then we get on to the business of the day.
Then the business. Speaking about business, what do you do to me?
So, yeah, I don't know what I do. I keep on telling people I don't know what I do. But I'm a chartered accountant.
What does that mean?
It is somebody who wrote many exams to be in finance. So I deal with debits and credits and financial affairs, and it's a little bit more than bookkeeping, I think.
Consulting?
It's financial consulting.
It's this part that I'm currently doing is consulting in management consulting and helping chief financial officers of companies to be able to run their finances and to make sure that their processes are optimized. And we're basically the right hand that helps them find solutions to their problems. But it's one of the subsets of what I do as a chartered accountant. I think in other jurisdictions, they call it like a certified professional accountant. And I am in the one of the auditing and consulting firms called KPMG.
Yeah, we know about KPMG. We have them here as well.
You have KPMG
We
here?
have KPMG.
I think I saw a PwC building.
Yeah, we have PwC as well.
Yeah.
So it's all part of the same batch of consultants and auditors and tax practitioners and legal advisors and. So I'm a consultant. I find problems so that I can make people pay me money to solve them. But my job is to look for the problem.
Okay.
And then I solve it. But I must look for it first.
Yeah.
I must help you see the problem that you didn't think you had. And then I make it a very serious and a very big problem that needs immediate attention. And then you pay me lots of money for me to solve it. And I try and make sure I take as long as possible to solve it. I don't solve it in a week.
I love this.
I like taking 5 years to solve that problem.
I love this. Basically, you explained in 2 sentences the whole Big Four and consultancy business
But consultancy
model.
in general, I would
Consultancy
say.
in general, not only financial consultancy.
It works the same for every...
Yes.
And a lot of PowerPoint.
And a lot of PowerPoint.
There's a lot of PowerPoint involved. A lot of slide decks. We are masters and mistresses
You
in
said
PowerPoint.
slide decks, and I heard slide decks, and I'm like, it's basically the same thing, you know?
It's the same
It's the same thing.
Yeah, look, we do a lot of sliding around in the figurative sense.
Yeah.
To make sure that we lock in deals and we close the deal and we get buy-in and we get people to buy our services.
Yeah.
It's more exciting than what I previously used to do, which was in traditional accounting and auditing, and that's checking the books and checking the finances and dealing with people trying to tell you lies about why they process certain transactions. But consulting is rough. It's rough. It's Game of Thrones every day. It's Game of Thrones. It's rough.
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
It's rough. So
it's not boring.
It's not boring. No, it's not boring. It's very exciting.
It's good because I would always have from my point of view, I would have a kind of like a prejudice that it's boring, you know, that it's a lot of PowerPoint, a lot of Excel, a lot of walking around in suits and
I think that's more the traditional accounting and finance roles. But these days with the advancement of digitalization, technology as well. There's a lot of spaces that we play around in, and I'm trying to move away from the finances and the numbers and go into other more technologically advanced solutions. So how does cloud interact with data storage, interact with record keeping and bookkeeping and reporting to investors, and making sure that shareholders of companies also understand information so that they don't invest in the wrong things, and how does data and how does artificial intelligence play a role in all of that. And I think that's an exciting space to be in, especially in South Africa as well, because we're not quite that much advanced when it comes to the adoption of technology. So I think helping the majority of people to also be included in that kind of role is something that I foresee myself being involved in. I'm all for inclusivity and diversity as well. So we need to also catch up, I guess, globally. I do know that there are other countries in Africa, such as, Nigeria, Zambia, Ghana. Also, they're spending a lot of money on this kind of digital infrastructure, but there's a lot of people in rural areas who are left behind. People who don't have accesses to smartphones, people who don't even know how to use data properly, people who can't even top up or access airtime, or using the very things that they have in the palm of their hands to be able to participate economically. And also because of this spatial planning as well, for people to get somewhere that I said is nearby, it's difficult for them. And if you don't know that, I can just call a taxi on my phone instead of having to go to a bus stop and have to wait 2 hours just to be able to get transportation, just to get to town so that I can buy nice clothes or something. It's that kind of accessibility and those really everyday solutions that I'm kind of looking into getting into that space, because I think people deserve nice things as well. They also deserve to see nice places. They don't have to. I don't believe that anyone should struggle just to be able to have the same access that other people normally do.
Yeah.
And maybe one day they might also have easy access to be able to make it to Zagreb and say, okay, well, I got on a plane and I'm here. And that's not it's a big privilege.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a privilege.
It shouldn't be a privilege.
It really shouldn't. But I think the more I work, the more I realize that those are the spaces that I want to get into, and finding solutions around that and inclusivity.
But you're already working on something similar, don't you? Isn't there something non-profit that you're working on?
So there is there's a non-profit organization called the African Women Chartered Accountants Forum, and what we do there is we give access to young ladies who want to study finance and hold the designation of becoming a chartered accountant and becoming part of the institution in South Africa. And we give them bursaries so that they be able to study their undergraduate and their honors and to write their board exams as well. And then after their articles, they can pass their board exams and then they can qualify as chartered accountants. So that's one way of doing it, but that's the more traditional way of doing it. The cooler way of doing it is to find solutions that I don't think other people have thought of. And I think also there's all these misconceptions about finance and accounting and how it maybe looks boring. And there's a whole lot of other things that I've learned you can actually do as part of consulting. And other industries as well. I remember speaking to my colleagues who are from KPMG India, for example, and they were working on a lot of cool projects for other interesting clients as well, some big corporations as well. That one with the big red letter of the N, that one where we watch all the shows. That one. They were doing the one that I don't want to mention the name because I don't know where this is going. So, but they were doing really cool things for that, and I just thought, okay, well, there's a very big world out there that one can participate in without being confined to a traditional kind of role. And I think it's also because I'm not that kind of I'm not your typical.
Yeah.
You're definitely
accountant.
not.
Yeah, you're definitely. I just wanted to
definitely.
ask you: do you have a dress code?
No.
or anything? No.
We don't have. We have a formal. You must be smart casual, I
Smart
guess.
casual. Yeah.
But I'm always in sneakers. I can't remember
cool.
the last time I wore high heels.
Like something. Yeah.
No, those things are very uncomfortable.
Yeah. They.
The high heels are very uncomfortable unless, I mean, I don't even think, even if I were to get married or something, I'd be wearing sneakers the entire
Really?
time. I'm not going to wear heels for nobody. For who? For what? For why? For when?
For when?
No.
No.
So I'm that girl I think everyone knows me at the office. I'm the girl in the sneakers and the suits.
Oh, cool.
So I just wear my suits and my sneakers, but the dress code is there for a reason. I can't wear short sleeves because of my tattoos. So I have to cover up my tattoos. We have a policy in KPMG South Africa or KPMG Africa. We can't.
Isn't that outdated?
Yes.
Because like everybody has tattoos and it's
I
not a
think-
big deal anymore.
Yeah, but it's
I
still
think
a
banks
corporate-
still have it or
Really?
something that you
They
can't
do?
in a bank have tattoos or
Yeah.
something.
So what if you have them like on your hands or somewhere like
Then you
Connie here?
then you can't, then you don't go and work in
you
a
are
bank.
not going to make
Yeah,
that
no.
interview.
Okay.
You will
Yeah.
not pass that
Does
interview.
does that apply to earrings, like in a nose or here?
Yeah,
or
like
in your
piercings?
tongue?
I don't think so. And I've seen, and I think it's also because of a cultural thing. So I've seen a lot of my Asian colleagues, the Hindu ladies have the nose
Nose,
piercings, and that's just a part of who they are
Yeah.
in any case. But that's becoming more and more acceptable, and also because we now in general work with different generations and the
Yeah.
younger generation. We have banking clients and we have to dress the way that they also dress at the banks and the financial institutions. So blue suits, formal shoes, at least look very smart. If you've got a sleeve tattoo running up, although you need to cover that shit up with a shirt because those are still the norms of certain industries. But I think for me, it's very relaxed. I've been fortunate enough to work with clients that are also relaxed. So I'm always in sneakers. So if you've got any really good sneaker plugs, please, I'm there.
Nada
Wherever the
is,
sales are. for
Nada
the
is the
sneakers,
expert in that department.
I love sneakers. I
Please.
love sneakers very much. We're going to talk about it.
Tell me all the good places I can get sneakers,
In
please.
Not in
Zagreb,
Zagreb.
no,
Not in
no.
Zagreb. That's what I.
Let's hope on a flight to London, you and I.
Okay,
and we'll
Stella
get some
told me this, but I'm
sneakers.
still in denial.
Yeah, I told her
Ah,
that
not-
the prices and the offers and
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, you can get. You can get okay sneakers here as well. But if you think about the availability, the offers, the value for money, the prices, no. We either online like order it, or when we travel somewhere, I don't know, Paris, London, or something, then we go and buy it there, which is actually cool. It's nice memory. No, I don't
But
know where to
ladies,
send
aren't
you.
the prices all the same? I was saying that I went to the Adidas
Not
store and I
really.
tried to compare that online. It's for the commercial brands. Is it not the same, or is it because of the
Not
purchasing?
really.
Yeah, well, for big brands, so let's say the prices are the same, but the offer is not the same. So you won't find a certain type of
Some
the shoe that you're
specific
looking
type,
for.
some very cool type.
And then the sales are not the same, right?
Yes.
So if you go to
Yes.
sales to London, for example,
Yeah.
you'll find
really something
like
on sale.
amazing stuff.
Okay, and I'm a
Not
sale
here.
girly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we both. We
all are.
we
I'm
all
a,
are.
I'm a
We
sale
like
girly,
sale.
but I've seen so many amazing designs, and I'm a big Adidas fan, so I always keep using that as my reference point.
Adidas.
I never saw
I'm Adidas as well.
I never saw a lot of people wearing Nike, for example, in France, in Amsterdam. They love them some Adidas. I just wanted
Yeah.
to know what is with the fascination with Adidas. It's such a popular brand here.
Well, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I think Nike is more like a sports brand, whereas Adidas is more like something
Leisure,
street.
yes, street something. So that's why you probably see more Adidas like in the street. But if you talk about gym sports, etc., then it's Nike. But I like Adidas as well. It's very old school, etc. I don't like Nike. I don't know why I don't like it. But actually, I like some other brands that we're going to talk about later.
From
I don't want to
accounting to
mention that.
Nike.
I don't want to mention that.
Yeah, don't worry. She'll send you all the links.
I'll send you the links.
Girl, send me the links, child,
Yeah.
because I cannot deal. I'm just like, some of these things I cannot leave without a pair of sneakers. But if you're
Yeah, that's
telling me that
true.
I can't,
Where would I send?
I would-
her
I would-
Zagreb?
in Zagreb is a nah.
No.
Yeah,
But
she's
sorry, it's always what happens. I mean, I'm trying to correct myself and actually that's a good question for you as well. I think to us something that happens a lot is that we tend to downgrade what we have here.
That's true.
Yeah, that we tend to do that. We're like, Zagreb is boring, or I don't know, you can't get that in Zagreb. When on the other hand, we do live in a beautiful city, in a safe city, and actually we have like most of the Europe at the hand's reach. So I just, and I wanted to ask you that, I think it's a cultural thing here. So I wanted to ask you that, are people, for example, in South Africa proud to be living in South Africa? People in Johannesburg, like what is the general sentiment?
I think people in South Africa are really proud to be South African.
Oh,
And you actually don't appreciate what you have or what's in front of you until I think you see it through a stranger's eyes.
yes.
Which is why I was like, oh, you guys keep on saying that Croatia is small and okay, there's nothing much to see in Zagreb. But when I went on my walks and went to the squares and had my ramen at some little place and went through all the little nooks and crannies, there was just so much to see. The architecture's different as well. But conversely, there was a lot of oohs and ahs when Stella and Jan came to South Africa, and they even said, "Oh, the sky is so blue. The sun,
She kept
the
sending
sun shines
me
differently." And I was like,
messages.
"But we're under the same blue sky." Because I was like, "Oh wow, look at the
No, no.
sky here. It
She
looks so
was-
different. It's blue.
It was the same thing. She kept sending me messages. The sky is so different here from South Africa. And I sent her messages from Australia. Yes, the sky is so different here. It's so beautiful.
so and that's what it makes me proud to have to be able to tell people and visitors and people that are also curious about South Africa. We're proud to be South African. We're proud to be Johannesburgers. I'm sure people in Cape Town would be very proud because, apparently Cape Town is like little Europe. So you'd be very much at home there.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. Like
Yeah.
Cape Town. Like
You'd be
that.
very much at home there. You don't hear accents like mine a lot.
Uh-huh.
You hear all the European accents
Afrikaans.
because they like Cape Town. Visitors love Cape Town. They love Table Mountain and they love the beaches, which are very cold, and I don't understand why.
They're
That
cold.
water's- the water's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold when?
It's cold in that
It's
water.
every time cold.
I think
every
I also
time?
looked. I also looked for the summer, which is our Christmas, and it was like 22, 21, and for me that's no.
That's cold.
That's a no.
That's a
yeah.
no.
Because in Croatia it's like 25.
24, 25,
That-
26,
yeah, and it's
27.
ocean and it's
It's
different.
ocean.
so,
yeah, it's different.
But that side of the ocean in Cape Town is forgot, my geography is really bad, but that side of the ocean is colder. So on the other side of the country, which is in another province called KwaZulu-Natal, the water there is much warmer, much richer. It's great to swim there. It's, the beaches are sandy, they're not rocky. So that's what I prefer from Cape Town. But that's also what gives me that variety. Look, the same way that I'm very jealous of Europeans having everything within arm's reach, you just wave your hand and click your heels twice and you're in Italy already.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys have all of that within arm's reach, and I'm very jealous of that. But as geographically wide as South Africa is, you can really go to the other end of the country and say, okay, I saw something that's really different. It's the water is even, the temperature of the water is even different from Cape Town, for example. And then you can go a little bit up north, and then that's where the game reserves are, and that's where you have the province of Mpumalanga, and there you can really see the big five or however many of the animals are still left there. And then if you go down south to the other side of the coast, or the other side of Mpumalanga, actually, that borders on the country of Mozambique. And people in that province of Mpumalanga can just quickly hop onto that border by Mozambique for lunch and have the biggest lobsters for cheap, because it's close to that other coastline of that other country. So the same accessibility, although you need to either fly out or take a really great road trip and a long drive, can take you to humid areas and dry areas. Like Johannesburg is very dry. Limpopo, the norther you go, further north, it gets hotter, but some places are also humid, and that's where you get good avocados and lychees and the fruit is so luscious there, and everything is just, it's so magical, and everything is so green, and the soil is so rich. And then you get to the urban city center of Johannesburg, where everything is just a concrete jungle, and that's what we're proud of introducing people to, and giving people an opportunity to also experience that. And I think it's also fun having people around, because then it does remind you of the things that, oh, we have this. Oh, yes, we've got Maboneng Precinct. Oh, yes, we've got the game reserve. But when you're in it and you live in it, you're like, I don't know. Yeah, you can go check this and that out. And then when you actually go with the people that are visiting you, you're also reminded that, there's the square. And Stella's like, yeah, oh, you were at the square. Okay.
Это цветный.
You went to the other square.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm at the square, guys. There's a fountain. There's a man on a horse. There's Nikola Tesla. Oh my God. There's painting on the streets.
That's
and they've
so
got
cool.
colors. And I'm like,
That's so cool. Alunarove, Marchke,
yeah.
probably.
I was just seeing color on the streets, and I was like, I was so beside myself, and just seeing people in trams, and I was just staring at people, and they were wondering, what the hell is this lady with this weird looking hair? She's just looking at everyone, and I'm just like, I'm looking, and they were looking right back.
I have to do that, actually. I have to
just
go through the city center and go like, cats, street, buildings,
dogs,
square.
people walking their
she loves
dogs,
the
and I
dogs.
was just petting everyone's dog. I was like, can I touch your dog, please? I was just, and those freedoms and those liberties of the cities, we don't have that because of some of the safety elements in some of the suburbs in South Africa. So to walk around alone as a female is, it's something,
privilege.
it's a privilege, something that's very difficult to do back in South Africa. And here it's just, everybody's just living their best life.
Yeah, we told her, look, you can walk whenever you want. You don't have to go back when it becomes
I was
dark.
getting
You just
scared.
walk.
It's sunset. It's getting dark.
like,
I need to go
really?
back home now. I shouldn't be wandering around alone at night. And they said, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
I couldn't believe it. And one of the places that you can do that in South Africa is in Cape Town, because there's but there has to be visible public policing. So there's policemen at every corner. So they have to make sure that there's visible. Here, I don't see any policemen. So if I get into trouble or if I get in danger, who's going to help me?
Who's going to help you? Yeah.
So those are the differences, and you can do things like that in South Africa, but there's such a heavy police presence as well. And it's because of petty crime. It's pickpocketing, or people are always just also trying to take chances with you. It's not because you're going to get stabbed or something. It's literally just because people just want to take chances. And one thing I'm not proud of is like people don't know how to respect their own space as well. Like men must just leave you alone. If you're a woman and you're just walking around minding your own business, don't try and talk to me. Don't try and get fresh with me. I'm just going about where I'm going, you know. So that's one thing that really I'm not proud of. But the other parts that do make me proud and make me appreciate that even more is people here just look at you and they just, okay, all right, that's you. And then I look, and because I'm staring at all these people in the trams, and I'm like, oh, I wonder where they're going. I wonder what they're going to have for supper. I wonder what they're going to cook. Like, I was just so fascinated about what life is like here. And I'm like, oh, it's 5:00. You guys are probably, I'm sure you had a long day. That's what my eyes were saying when I was staring at this lady in the tram. I just thought, sure, you must be very tired. You must have had a long day. She just looked at me. Like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Am I so tired?
What is
Am I
this
seeing
show?
things
What is
that
this
are not there?
person
What's
doing?
the time to me? What's the time?
The time now is 4:30.
4:30. Perfect.
Okay.
See, I told you it's not going to be that short, but it's not going to be that long. So I wanted to ask you, it's 4:30 now. What would you be doing in Johannesburg on a Friday at 4:30?
I would still be at the office. I won't lie.
You won't lie.
I
On a
won't
Friday?
lie.
On a
I
Friday
can
as
tell you
well?
what other people would be doing on a Friday.
Okay, tell us what other people
What
would be
other-
doing.
Yeah.
Other people would be pretending to be working.
They
Other
would be
people,
pretending.
they'll be pretending, and then when it starts getting to 4:45, then they start really leaving. Then they don't pretend anymore. Then the mask is off. I would be at work. I really would be at work. I'm usually at work until 6,
Late.
7, 8.
Ah, okay.
So
The consultancy hours.
the consultancy hours. So on a Friday, a Friday is not any different.
Than any other day.
Well, it's not any different than any other day. Then when I get home at 6, 7, that's when my party starts.
And what do parties look like in Johannesburg?
Parties in Johannesburg are fun. It depends on what you listen to, but there's something for everyone. If you want jazz, there's jazz. If you want a house themed kind of party, there's always a gig or there's always some sort of event. If you like amapiano, which is also, I
that?
like amapiano.
It's like a rather new thing that came from South Africa.
Amapiano.
You probably heard, what's the name of
Uncle Waffles.
Water.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyla. Have you heard of
No.
Tyla?
No.
Tyler, the musician.
Is she Amapiano?
She is part amapiano. Yeah, Afrobeats, pop, amapiano.
It's very popular.
It's
now.
like a slowed down version of house music.
Okay.
There's an instrument that they use. They call the log drum. So it's very heavy on the beats, but it's different from Afro house. It's a whole entire other genre. And it's very popular outside of South Africa and in Africa, in London. Oh, they love it. They love
Amapiano.
amapiano. And it has nothing to do with the piano. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But it's amapiano. Ama is a plural. So is one of something.
Uh-huh.
Ama is many of something. It's just called amapiano. I don't know where it originated from. I don't know where that word originated from because it literally had nothing to do with the keys on the piano. Like, no, it was nothing classical. There was nothing romantic to it, but it did originate from a suburb called Pretoria. And yeah, it's Nada, you need to listen to
I
amapiano.
need.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to
yeah,
Amapiano.
I think you'll like it.
I'm going to listen to Amapiano.
To me, it sounds, though I'm not educated in that sense, to me it sounds like Latin music, but with a house African beat.
Okay.
It has
cool.
that, singing.
Okay.
And
Okay. Don't spoil it. I wanna
okay,
listen to
I
it.
won't. I won't.
Don't spoil it. Do you have any questions for us that you want to ask us on air?
On air.
On air.
On air.
Well,
Oh,
we have
air,
to be
you're on air.
honest.
Yeah, on air. That you want to ask us like,
I actually wanted to know. I'm very curious as to what are Croatian men like.
oh wow.
What a great question.
What a great
I know it's a
question.
very loaded question.
No, what a
but-
great question.
What are Croatian men like, Nada? How would you describe them?
I think it's difficult. I think it's really difficult to generalize. Really, always it's difficult to generalize. So I can tell you how my man is, but I don't know whether.
No, generalize. Generalize.
Okay.
It's a safe
It doesn't have to
space.
be statistically correct.
Okay, I'm going to talk from feeling and the generalization of men in Croatia. Okay. I think they're quite conservative. I think they're a little bit in between how the world used to like, where they were the providers and kind of the protectors of women. And today we have a lot of, today it's not like that. Like women can take care of themselves, they have their own careers, etc. And I think they're kind of trying to keep up, but they're a little bit confused. It's like they have this archetype, little tale of the former times, a little bit. I would say that. I don't know.
This just became interesting.
This just became interesting. But, okay, I said two things that can be interpreted as negative, so I'm going to go to the positive. I think they are loyal. I would say they are loyal in general. Yeah, I would say they are loyal. I don't know. Stella, help me if you have anything else.
Yeah, you said, I think, I agree on almost everything. Not sure about the loyal part, though, but let's say kind of loyal.
Well,
kind of
loyal, yeah.
Depending on
where
you draw the line.
Or at least they seem loyal.
They seem loyal.
You won't
that's
know
for
that
sure.
they cheated
That's
on
for sure.
you.
Yeah.
But I think,
Okay.
yeah.
They're fun. I would add onto the conservative part, I would add very protective of females.
Yeah.
There are
It's a
some funny
positive.
cases, but on the positive side of conservatism, very protective, willing to help. Very like, if you ask for help, you're going to get help as soon as possible from a man. But if you want to be the boss of the man, then the whole thing complicates.
That complicates a lot. And not only that you don't want to be the boss of the man. You want to be just you. You want to be the boss of you a little. It's not that you want to, but then the thing complicates.
Then the thing complicates. Protective in sense that usually somebody will cover you for drinks or, I don't know, help you with car or whatever.
If you're on the street and you need help, like carrying something, you're going to get that help.
Mm-hmm. Funny. Yeah.
Humor.
Humor.
It could be better, but I'm sorry, I'm from Bosnia. Like Bosnian men are the most humorous men in the world. So, maybe that's why Croatians for me are like, okay,
true. Funny. What else?
I would not say that they're energetic. They're not energetic or full of
life,
full of libido, like libidinous energy. No, they're not. No, they're not.
I see the typical man like sitting and drinking whiskey or beer,
beer,
and looking at soccer and being energetic about soccer, but not being energetic about the
life.
Females in the room.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So she doesn't know what to think.
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I would recommend.
We would recommend.
I would recommend. Let's say 8 or 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I would recommend. Yeah, to a friend or family. Would you recommend? Would you give it a 7?
Croatian man. Yeah, if he has Bosnian roots.
Most of Croatian men do have, so it's okay.
But they don't. They don't
practice it.
They don't practice it. I don't know. I would say 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Now you go.
What are South African men
or
like?
is it too broad of a term? Should we go?
Sure, it's
what are Johannesburg men like?
Should we go more?
It's very broad of a term because we've got 11 official languages, so it means that we've got 11, if not more, cultural groups in terms of ethnicity. So someone can be classed as a resident of South Africa, but you can be Zulu, Sotho, Tswana, Xhosa, Tsonga, Sepedi, Sesotho, Tshivenda, Sindebele, Siswati.
It's 10. It's 10. Is there more? Probably, yeah.
English, Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Afrikaans, yeah.
And I mean, my sister is married to an Afrikaans man. Mm-hmm. So interracial relationships are also a thing there. Hi, South African men. Hi.
Yeah, pick one group, the one that you're most familiar with, and just...
Tsonga men.
Tsonga men, okay.
My boyfriend is Tsonga.
Tsonga.
Yeah, Tsonga. The boyfriend is Tsonga.
My boyfriend is Tsonga, and they're from the province of Limpopo. He's strong, I mean, but he's a man's man.
He's a man's man.
He's a man's man. So, there's a bucket of 10, 11 there.
That's good.
So there's a lot to choose from.
I mean, we also have differences here. We have Dalmatinci, we have Zagorci, we have Slavonci. Mm-hmm. I have a sweetheart for Slavonci. I love Slavon. That's the Bosnian heritage in me. That's a different, but I'm married to a Dalmatina, which I wrote to myself when I was
yesterday,
young.
It was the Dalmatian dog and the Dalmatian. Yeah, I gave her a poship from the Dalmatian dog with the Dalmatian dog and everything.
Yeah, from Dalmatia.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a Dalmatian man.
With spots.
With spots.
Oh no!
I'm going to ask for my husband to come so you can meet it to see what he does look like a Dalmatian.
He does. They're usually not blonde. They're usually darker
because they live in the south.
Eyes, on the sun and everything.
So
and the more north you go,
he's tall, dark, and handsome. At least for me. Yeah.
I'm so glad you speak so highly of your significant other.
Yeah, I do. I mean, maybe yesterday if you asked me, I would have told you that he's an asshole. But today,
he's great.
He's coming back from a trip and I miss him for the 2 days. And I'm like, he's all handsome and can't wait to get my hands on him.
I hope he hears this, Shane. He must know how much he's appreciated.
This is a test.
This is a test.
Don't tell him to listen to this episode, but let's see if he listens.
No, he doesn't listen. I'm going to tell you immediately. He only listens to when we have male men's guests in the podcast, just to see how I'm giggling or doing something.
Oh, okay. He's checking out for you just to see that.
Yeah, it's all
good. See, I told you, protective.
In
all different ways.
You're with a Dalmatian. I can't believe that's such a
I'm
fun
with a
thing.
Dalmatian and it's not a dog.
You're with a Dalmatian and it's not I didn't know this about Dalmatia until you introduced me to that wine. I didn't know it was from this country and part of this region. I was so excited to learn that.
And you know
fact.
what else? A Thai.
A Thai,
yeah. Thai is from Croatia.
But the dog is not. The dog is not.
Yes, it is.
The dog.
Yes.
The dog.
You're kidding me.
Yes.
I always thought, really?
Autohtona hrvatska vrsta.
Really?
Dalmatian.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Thai, you've seen the Nikola Tesla, though that guy we share with the Serbs, so depends on who you ask.
As in, like, Croatians invented the tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were they doing before ties? Everyone was just wearing their shirts all open.
Scarves and stuff like that. So, but then the tie.
I
wanted to send you to the store with ties, but they're crazy expensive. I don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, I also don't think it makes sense.
That's why at the square by the craft market, there was this one stall where it just had ties and they were
probably that.
They were tied in all sorts of ways, and I thought, why is this person selling ties? What is so important about it?
It's a Croatian thing.
Oh wow! I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, that's interesting. The home of the Thai and the Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Dear Tumi, thank you for speaking with us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
And for agreeing on this, which is going to be wildly successful podcast.
And wildly popular podcast.
And you know what happened today? I don't know if I said it or not. So I was listening to the radio on my way here.
Yeah.
and they said that we're terminating visas with South African Republic.
Oh, cool!
So we can now go for Croatia. We can now go without visa for 90 days. So I think that today you being here and
it's
no
like,
visas,
no visas. It's a
destiny.
Sign. It's destiny.
It's a sign, Nada. You've got to come through.
I'm going to come. I'm going
come
to
through, come through, and come through. I think, yeah, she'll definitely fit in Melville.
Definitely.
Thereby, Wasted Sundays.
Wasted Sundays.
What's Wasted Sunday?
It's a wasted Sunday.
I love it.
It happens on Saturday, but it's a wasted Sunday.
I love it already.
Wasted Sundays, you'll love it. But I'm so grateful that I could actually physically come here and we made this happen.
Cool.
I've been procrastinating and postponing for so long.
But now it's even better.
And now I made the time and I made the space for you ladies. And I loved listening to you guys. I loved
listening to you.
I love our chats. I love this podcast and I wish it all the best with all the listeners that you guys are going to get. But thank you for being authentic and keeping it very real and very chilled. I really do appreciate that. You really made me feel like we're just friends having a chat.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
So a heart emoji.
Thank you. Heart emoji.